Frank from Rosemead, California, has a question about asbestos abatement.
Yeah, Tom, he's concerned it's going to come up on an inspection for a house that they're looking at. Frank writes, if it tests positive for asbestos in one area, say the duct insulation there, how likely is it that it's going to be in the plaster walls or the popcorn or elsewhere in the house? And if so, how does he get it out safely?
You don't have to remove it. Well, you know what? I'm going to step back. This is California.
Yeah.
California could have a whole. You got to look at your local laws and restrictions on that. But as far as here in Texas, it doesn't have to be removed. In fact, it's best that you just keep it in place and you encase it if it's there with paint or something like that, so it doesn't become airborne. A lot of the old textures in the sheetrock had asbestos in it. A lot of tiles had asbestos in it. Some's considered friable, some's considered non-friable.
What's that mean, friable?
Friable means if it's a powder. Now, where they had the real problems in the shipyards and in commercial buildings, it was a powdered form they used as pipe insulation. Right. But if you make tile out of it or siding out of it or something, because it's a hard form, unless you grind it up and snort it, I mean, it's not going to be a problem as far as asbestos. It's actually a great material.
Grind
it was just
up and snort it.
Well, you have to breathe it.
Oh, okay.
So
is it the kids with the balloon thing? They're using asbestos.
I don't know what they're going to do in California. But yeah, right. No, I'm not going there. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, let's see what they say. But chances are, if it's an older home, it's going to be somewhere. And same with lead paint and whatnot. And usually it's best to leave it alone than try to remove it. And if you have to remove it, then you got to get in. Well, you got to get the guys with the white suits.
The bunny suits,
yeah. Yeah, and you got to do an abatement.
Like in that scene in E.T. when they're walking around in the suits.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's California, so I made a movie reference for you. I was thinking of you, Frank. All right.
Go home.
You gotta go. The bottom line is don't touch it.
I wouldn't bring it up. I would go ahead and clean the house up and try to sell it and see what happens.
Right. But if they inspect for asbestos and you find it,
and that's the local laws, and you'll have to deal with it however they want you to deal with it.
So check your local laws.
Keep your mouth shut and just sell the house.
Okay, there's some good advice.
Yes.
We'll give you some good advice, all right? If you send us your question at HomeShowRadio.com, you can see more of our videos sitting right over here. And, of course, we appreciate if you subscribe to our channel.